Welcome to my weekly messages. I'm Jalila Starr. Today the topic is, when will Elenin return? Elenin is known as Comet Elenin, but actually Comet Elenin is not a comet. It is actually a dwarf star, a brown dwarf, that is orbiting in a mini solar system of another larger brown dwarf. And that larger brown dwarf is known as Planet X or Nibiru. So I'm going to kind of give you a graphic, okay, before I explain when will it arrive. Elenin, or this brown dwarf, is orbiting like I said, a large brown dwarf. So it's like this size, and Nibiru is this size. So it's orbiting Nibiru, because Nibiru, even though it's a brown dwarf, it's a star that never ignited, and it's still highly magnetic. So it has collected a whole little mini solar system of small moons and asteroids and planetoids and whatever. And Elenin could be likened to Pluto in the fact that it is the furthest out in its orbit from its star, which is Nibiru. Just like Pluto is the furthest out from our sun. So if our sun is moving through the galaxy, the first planet that most other beings are going to see is Pluto. So that'd be similar to Elenin. So we're orbiting this way around our star, our sun, and Nibiru is like on its side. It's perpendicular to us, so it's rotating this way, and its planets are orbiting this way. So it's coming up from the south. It's like way down here in deep space, and we're way up here orbiting. So as it comes up, and it's orbiting this way, its planets are orbiting this way, the first thing we're going to see is Elenin. And then the whole solar system is going to come around the sun, or from our perspective, come over the sun and then down on the other side and then go back down into deep space. So we've already seen an approach of Elenin as it was coming up, and that's when we had a Japanese earthquake. And many spottings or sightings and pictures taken of what appears to be two suns. Well, Elenin's pretty decent size, so it's going to appear to be like a smaller but second sun next to the sun, and it will get a lot of its light from a reflection of the sun off of it. So it's coming up. We're having numerous alignments with Elenin as it comes up and around, because see, we're going around like this as it's coming down on the other side. So we're seeing it at different angles as we go. I mean, as it completes its transit through this area. So the thing I wanted to say is, like anything else out in space, nothing orbits at a set speed. See, all the dates are based on Nibiru's, Elenin's current location and its speed as it moves through its transit. And the reality is, it doesn't have a set speed. So it could be going at, 50,000 miles an hour right now, but in an hour from now it can be at 50,000.3 miles. So it speeds up, and sometimes it slows down. And what causes this? Well, you've got solar winds, you've got all kinds of things that buffet planets as they move through space. So just like a car on a highway, you can set your what do they call that? Anyway, I think you know what I'm talking about. You can set it, but it doesn't mean you're always going to go at 90 or at 72 miles an hour. You might actually creep up to 72.3 or 72.1 or 71. You're never at a consistent speed the whole time. So all of these dates, it's not that they're wrong. It's simply that they were based on Elenin being, orbiting at a particular speed or moving at a particular speed. So you're going to see the dates for Elenin's arrival on, another major alignment. There'll be several. They'll vary. They'll vary by a day. They'll vary by a week. The point is, it doesn't really matter exactly when it's going to come, as long as you're doing your preparation for Elenin's arrival. And that preparation needs to be mainly internal. In other words, the more you clear, the more you release, the less you will attract. The more fear you release, the less you'll attract fearful experiences, which Elenin in its transit can possibly provide, because it's going to be the closest to Earth that it will be in its transit here in late September, early October. So hopefully that will explain why there's so much confusion around the dates of Elenin's arrival. The same would go for Nibiru. In fact, you know, the Nibiruans said many, many years ago that they cannot even guarantee or tell us when they will arrive because their planet, you know, the brown dwarf, is still affected by things in space, you know, movement of things in space. So they can speed up, they can slow down. Now, one last thing. Yesterday I got a call from somebody who said that they have photos of Nibiru and Elenin and the whole, basically, the mini solar system as we can see it right now on the other side of the sun, because that's where it is from us right now. Actually, you know, it's like we're here, or maybe we're over here right now, and the solar system, the Nibiru comes up this way with its entourage and goes over. So maybe we're over here and we're seeing just a little bit to the right or left of the sun of some of the planets that are coming up with Nibiru. So he sent me a video that he had done, and I've thought about it, about whether or not I should even share it, because I'm sure it's going to attract attention that I don't want. But at the same time, I feel like I need to make you aware of this. So I'm going to give you a YouTube channel for you to go check it out. It's Blue Sky G, the word G, and the letter G as in George, 1. So go to youtube.com/Blue Sky G1 and check out that video. Now, he has 2 videos on there, but yesterday one of them was already gone. So maybe someone took it down. I don't know. But check it out. He also, in the second video, said he had photos of Nibiru with a big hole or opening in the top of it and ships going in and out. Now, in one of my workshops back in 2005, when I did a lot of explanation, you'll find this in the Mission Remembered package, the 2005 template video workshops, I talked a lot about the description of Nibiru and the solar system and you know, what Nibiru was, what it looked like, about the people. And I did talk about the fact that there is a large spaceport within Nibiru. It's like a big opening in the planet that, I mean, it was huge. They had motherships in there the size of Venus. 3 of them, they said the spaceport was so large. So here is supposedly a photo of ships going in and out of that opening, which I thought was pretty cool. So go to it if the videos haven't been completely taken away by who knows who, you might be able to view that. The reason I'm pointing this out is because I hope it would help make this whole Elenin Nibiru thing more real to you, and maybe give you more reason to focus on your inner work and do your emotional clearing, because as he says in the video, these beings told him, supposedly they were Nibiruans, they said, you just gotta, you gotta be right with yourself. That's what you have to do. They're not here to hurt anybody, but you've got to get right within yourself. In other words, do your emotional clearing, and that way you will not draw to you reasons to fear or negative events. Okay, that's it for today, and I will talk to you next week. Bye-bye.